So I think my dick might be black. And it's not just because it's big, and it's not just because I'm forced to register with the DMV. It's because no one will give it a job.
Oh.
So when I was born, my mom said, "Look at that piece of shit." And the doctor said, "Man, that's your son."
Oh.
So I was at work, and I work retail, and there's a lady who comes in all the time, and she said, "You're always so happy. You're always so nice. Why are you always such in a good mood? What church do you go to?" And I said, "I go to Crystal Methodist."
Yes.
So I got a question. Anyone here a big car enthusiast? Anyone working cars?
Wrong bar.
No? You? How long have you had a car, sir?
Actually, don't own a car, just work on it.
Okay. Do you ever have one blow seal? You ever blow seal on one? Yeah? How about walrus? You ever blow walrus on one of them? So, what's small, hairy, and goes up a man's ass?
Oh.
Anybody? It's a multiple choice question.
Not touching that one.
Well, most people say gerbil. But I say gay guy from Guatemala. So, how do you get a nut from a squirrel? You jerk it off. So, fuck, I ain't good now.
You got it, right?
It took a second.
Yeah, exactly. So my buddy, his wife got a promotion, and she's a nurse. I'm like, wow, that's great. So no more knee pads, right? But yeah. So when I was growing up, my grandfather actually molested me when I was 12, which is really tragic considering he died when I was 8.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Necrophilia, people.
Oh.
Someone else.
Oh. God.
I don't know which is worse. It's the fact that I came up with that.
Yeah.
But so my buddy, I went to the doctor once, and the doctor was telling me, you have a really high T-cell count. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And he's like, well, T-cells are white blood cells. And I said, no, I know what T-cells are. What does having a high T-cell count mean, though? He's like, well, you're diarrhea and vomiting. It's because you have a virus in your stomach and the T-cells are trying to fight it off and all that. And he's like looking at this chart of shit that I couldn't explain to you even if I was looking at it right now. And I just looked at him and I said, so how are my midichlorians doing? Am I the fourth? Am I the one? And the next day I go to work and my buddy is really, he's looking down. I was trying to make him feel better. He writes his number 13 on the back of his cap. And obviously it was because of the Los Angeles A's, he's into them. But I said, well, what's that number for? Your T-cell count? It's an age joke, people. I know, it's terrible. It gets worse though. Because I told him he should be positive. And so he's getting an AIDS test, so that was probably the wrong thing to say to him. And it came back positive, so that's even worse. And I told my buddy, I'm not hanging out with him anymore. And he's like, well, why? What did you do? He got AIDS, but how did he get it? He's like, well, he stuck his dick in the wrong hole, man. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I always thought those jokes about his wife looking like a chimp were a joke. Turns out it's real. He's a fucking chimp. So you get AIDS, chimps. So, yeah, he's not with us anymore. He's in hell. Well, I mean, it's not really hell. It's like hell. It's Utah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, it's always lovely when you think about these things. Hindsight. It's great stuff. So, what should I do now? I've already disgraced myself. I've already made all of you hate
all
me.
night.
I've got the rest of the night to myself. What else could I do? Well, I can tell you about the time my wife caught me masturbating, which it was going to happen. I mean, you know, your wife is going to eventually catch you masturbating, but I should have seen it coming, seeing as how I was standing over her head going, "Yeah, you're going to like this, don't you?" She woke up when I came and was like, "Oh, God, get in my eyes!" Oh, yeah. That's wonderful. That's the best part of my set right there. So you ever ask somebody a question and you get this look back from them like they never saw it coming? Like I asked my wife to tongue my asshole and she looked at me like I asked for a divorce. What? I love you. But why? I might as well have asked her to fuck my dad while I watched. Yeah, that's my night. You guys have a great evening.
Yeah.
Thank you,